Alright, so picture this. You're scrolling through new car releases, thinking nothing major is going to surprise you, and then boom, the 2026 Honda HR-V pops up. And immediately you can tell Honda did something here. Not a total redesign that flips the whole formula upside down, but one of those updates where you go, okay, this is actually kind of nice. Today we're talking all about the upcoming 2026 Honda HR-V, and why this little crossover is getting a whole lot more attention than you'd expect. If you're into compact SUVs, or you're just someone who loves seeing how automakers keep leveling up their game, this is going to be a fun one. So, the HR-V has always been that practical, sensible, kind of no-drama Honda. It's like the reliable friend who's always on time and has snacks in the bag. And honestly, that vibe hasn't changed, but what Honda did was make that reliable friend a lot better looking and a little more exciting. The first thing that stands out is the design. The 2026 HR-V still has that clean, modern look Honda has been leaning into, but now with sharper details, updated wheel designs, and some new color options like solar reflection metallic and boost blue pearl. And you know how sometimes a color is so good it makes you consider a car you weren't even planning to buy? Yeah, boost blue is definitely doing that. Even the base wheels look better this year, but on the sport trim, with those 18-inch gloss black wheels and blacked out accents, the HR-V suddenly looks way more premium than its price tag suggests. It's still compact, it's still easy to park, but the proportions just feel right. Honda didn't try too hard, they didn't overstyle it, they just cleaned everything up. And it works. Now let's talk performance, because Honda made a couple of meaningful moves here. The HR-V still runs on a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine, making 158 horsepower. It's not a rocket ship, and it's not meant to be, but it's smooth, efficient, and perfect for people who want something easy to drive around the city or on the highway. And while we're here, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, many people were hoping for a hybrid option. And the good news is, Honda is clearly moving more and more of their lineup toward electrification. We already have hybrid CR Versus, hybrid Accords, and hybrid Civics. So even though they haven't officially dropped a hybrid HR-V yet, it feels almost inevitable. And if Honda announces one later in the model cycle, trust me, that thing is going to sell like crazy. The cool thing is that even without a hybrid option this year, the fuel efficiency is still solid. Around 28 miles per gallon combined for the front-wheel drive model, and around 27 combined if you want all-wheel drive. And honestly, the all-wheel drive system Honda uses, called real-time AWD, is perfect for people who deal with rain, snow, or just want that extra confidence on the road. It's not some hardcore off-road setup, but for weekend adventures, dirt roads, campsites, and light trails, it feels more capable than you'd expect from a city-friendly crossover. The HR-V has always been one of those don't judge it by its size kind of SUVs, and the 2026 model keeps that tradition going. Inside is where the HR-V really steps things up. Honda has been killing it with interior design these past few years, and the HR-V might be the most underrated example of that. You get this clean, horizontal dash layout, big knobs for the climate controls, and now with the 2026 update, the 9-inch touchscreen is standard. No more small screen on the base model. And the best part? Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are included right out of the box. Honda listened. People asked for bigger screens and wireless connectivity, and they delivered. The seats feel supportive, visibility is great, and the cabin actually feels more spacious than you'd expect from a compact SUV. You can absolutely take friends or family on longer trips without them. Complaining about being crammed in the back. Cargo room is solid too. Perfect for groceries, luggage, backpacks, camping gear, you name it. It's the kind of interior that looks simple at first, but then you realize everything is exactly where it needs to be. If you go for the XL trim, that's where things start feeling more premium. Leather-trimmed seats, a moonroof, heated front seats, more interior lighting, that upscale Honda feel. And this is what I like about Honda. They don't stuff the base model with features just to make the price look high. They let you choose. If you want affordable and practical, the LX is perfect. If you want sporty vibes, the sport trim looks fantastic. And if you want comfort and luxury in a small SUV, the XL honestly feels like you're getting more than you paid for. Speaking of prices, the HR-V is still one of the most budget-friendly SUVs in its class. The 2026 model starts around the mid-$26,000 before destination, and depending on trim and AWD, most people will land in the $29-31K range. For a brand new Honda, with Honda's reliability, safety tech, and updated features, that's a pretty sweet spot. If you've looked at the prices of some competitors lately, yeah, Honda is giving people a reason to take this one seriously. Now, something a lot of people want to know is how the new HR-V compares to older versions. If you remember the first generation HR-V, it was smaller and quirkier, fun in its own way, but definitely more compact. The second generation, which the 2026 is part of, took a huge leap forward in size, design, and driving feel. It's much more mature now. The ride is smoother, the cabin feels more upscale, the tech is modern, and the styling is more in line with Honda's newer design language. Honestly, if you put a 2018 HR-V next to the 2026 model, you'd think they were completely different vehicles. The 2026 HR-V feels like a grown-up version of what the HR-V originally set out to be. Another thing that's worth mentioning is safety. Honda sensing is standard across the board. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, collision mitigation braking, the whole package. And this isn't just a sticker on a brochure kind of system. Honda's safety tech is legitimately one of the most dependable setups in the industry. Whether you're a new driver, a family buyer, or someone who just wants to feel secure behind the wheel, it's a big deal. What I love most about the 2026 HR-V is that it feels honest. It's not trying to be the fastest compact SUV. It's not trying to be a rugged, go-anywhere off-roader. It's not pretending to be a luxury vehicle. It knows exactly what it is: a stylish, practical, reliable, smooth-driving small crossover that's easy to own and even easier to live with. And for a lot of people, maybe even you, that's exactly what you want. When you compare it to something like the Toyota Corolla Cross, the HR-V usually wins in interior design and driving feel. Against the Mazda CX-30, the Mazda might be a bit sportier, but the HR-V gives you more space and better long-term comfort. Against the Kia Seltos, the HR-V feels more refined and better built. Every competitor has strengths, but the HR-V's strength is balance. It's just consistently good at everything that matters. And honestly, that's why this update works so well. Honda didn't complicate anything. They didn't reinvent the car. They just improved the parts that needed attention: tech, design details, convenience features, while keeping the formula that made the HR-V such a popular pick in the first place. If you're looking for a small SUV that you can trust for years, that won't drain your wallet, and that feels modern and easy to live with, the 2026 Honda HR-V deserves to be on your shortlist. So that's the story of the upcoming 2026 HR-V. A compact SUV that's simple, smart, and surprisingly stylish. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want me to cover more upcoming models, comparisons, or car reviews, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your requests in the comments. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next one.